What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I want to talk about what I mentioned yesterday on what happened with the narcissist in my car at work. But I also want to talk about the reason why narcissists deliberately hurt you and play innocent. The reason why they hurt you and play innocent is because once a narcissist know that they have wounded you, it's like they sit back and wait on your reaction. They can pretty much depend on you giving them the feedback they need to prove that something is wrong with you. And that's why the narcissist is so bold when it comes to getting revenge on you. They let anger and rage just completely take over their spirit, where they are made up of anger and rage. But that's why they can do it so boldly, to the point to where they want you to know that they're punishing you. They want you to know that, yeah, it's me who's at fault for doing it. But as long as they can keep it away from the audience, they feel like they've accomplished something, because as long as they can get other people to view you in a certain light as being this crazy, delusional person who's just imagining things, then they win. But where they lose at is when you don't give them the reaction and you also let them know that you're aware of what they're doing. See, what they don't want you to do is to be strong at all times. Your strength to a narcissist is everything. And it takes a lot of strength to have to deal with such evil as they do. Because there's never a limit to what they will do to try to harm you, whether it is mentally or physically. And if they can't harm you in those two ways, they're going to do something, to where they hit you where it hurts, whether it be financially or they damage your property. And this is where I'm going to start to tell y'all about what happened with my car. I'm going to post a picture on the community board, but it's not like major damage, but it's major to me because it's my car. And y'all know how I feel about my car and how, kind of getting through the struggles of just paying it off. And on top of that, the problems that kept me, that has got me in a situation financially with the car. It's not as, I can say I'm thankful that it's not as bad as it was. But when things like this happen, it is very unfortunate, because now I'm stuck in between making certain decisions as far as getting it fixed, or just, just letting it be as it is. And I don't like dents and scratches and scrapes on my car, because I believe that when you take care of what you have, God bless you with something better, And I also look at it like, well, this is, every accident that I have had was no fault of my own. However, with me having a liability insurance and everything, my insurance is going to cover my damages, even though someone else is at fault. So the thing about it is, I still end up with the short end of the stick, because I end up with a higher premium. They're going to end up going up on my insurance when they just went down on my insurance after it has been, extremely high for the past few years. And so I looked at that as something like a sigh of relief, something that I just, couldn't wait for that moment to see how much it has decreased. Like, I really needed it. And then for this to happen, and if I decide to go ahead and get my car fixed, which I'm kind of leaning on the side of getting it fixed, I already know what's going to happen. My insurance is going to increase again. So, the narcissists, they know when they hurt you one way or the other, whether it be financially, of physical pain, mental pain, or they damage your property. It's just no limit to what they'll do. And they know when they do it. And the reason why they let you know that they've done things is because they really need you. They're desperate to see you pretty much, just in a place of pain, and you have to express this pain to them to let them know that they've accomplished something. And it's crazy because it's like, they don't always do this to you, to have their way of getting you back. That's not always the way they operate in order to have their way with you as far as having total control. But it is a different way of controlling you in the sense of just knowing that they have control over the narrative, over a situation, which is just normally with dealing with a narcissist, it's all about punishment and revenge. You know, they live for revenge because not only the narcissist, they already know in their mind and in their heart and in their spirit, how things are gonna, how things are gonna turn out in the end. They already know this because they know what they're made of. They know that it's bound to fail, you know, at the fault of their own because of the type of creatures that they are. They know who they picked, and they know that it's just a matter of time before you figure them out. And that matter of time, it can be weeks, months, years. But they know that it's going to happen because it's a pattern that they've lived by. They're used to it. So it's just like just another day in the life of a narcissist. When they do stuff like this is normal to them. They don't care about hurting people, and they don't care about personal belongings. That's why it's nothing for them to bang their own cars up on someone else's car, because look at what they drive. You know, look at the way they dress. Look at just their overall appearance. Look at their personal hygiene. They don't care. They don't care anything about appearance. And not that I'm not even going by like financially, like it has to be a certain price tag on the things you wear. You can buy things from a thrift center, from a bargain store, and make it look presentable enough to where people, you stand out in a crowd and people admire it. you know it's just like all about how you make things look. It's not how the clothes make you look or the belongings. It's how you make it look, how well you wear it. You can put the nicest things on someone like a narcissist, and it's still not gonna bring them out, you know, in a positive way. It still won't make them look like much or nothing, because their spirit is what sticks out the most when they get angry. It's just like that's not you. It's like just putting a dress. Oh, I don't know, like putting a dress on a monkey or something. It's just like it's still a monkey, and it's like it's not meant to. You, they're not. You don't dress up animals in human clothing. I mean, I know people do it and things like that, but I don't know. Maybe that was a bad example. But anyway, the narcissists, they just will never fit the image that they try to convince people that they are. They will never fit it. And they give themselves away when they do such dirty things to people because they're so simple minded and just so stupid. It's like they pretty much tell on themselves. And how I know this is that it's just like they make it obvious. One, you've already set these boundaries. You communicate with them, on a very limited basis. You give them gray rock answers all the time. They know you don't want to be bothered. So to add insult to injury, it's when they do things to really dig deep to try to hurt you, and you still don't budge and give them the reaction that they were expecting. See, she expected me to just come inside the job and just completely go off once I noticed the following day that my car was hit, and she hit my car. She was extremely close to my car. And not only that, her car is so banged up, like she's already probably ran into a lot of other people's cars. But I noticed something. Their body language, it gives you, it gives you all the information you need to know when a narcissist is guilty of doing, something very, very dirty and low down. When we were all outside, it's like she couldn't stop looking at my car, and I pay close attention to stuff like that. It's like just on any normal day before she even thought about doing it, that's not something that she would do. And now it's like she's going to put things in an area where I have my car parked, and she keep looking at it, and I'm paying attention to that. So it's like she knows what she's done. She's just waiting on me to react to it, and by reacting to it, she know that I'm not going to react to it in a way, that makes me look like, well, oh man, oh dang, someone just hit my car, because the narcissists know you as a person. They've already studied you. They know your personality. They know that you like to take care of business. They know that you like to keep up with yourself and things and your appearance and your personal belongings and your car and stuff like that. They know this already. So they know that that will be a hit to you, once you discover that something like that has happened and you don't know how it happened and who did it. But again, they give themselves away by the body language and by the random hoovering. When they do things like that to deliberately hurt you, to punish you, and then play surprise because they need you to just completely lash out on everyone and just portray this anger and just show how much it upsets you. They need that. It's supply. They need you to react in that way. And they also want to make this audience think that, man, she is completely losing it. Like this old fake sympathy that they put out there to make people think, dang, I'm sorry that that happened to you. And the whole while they did it. Like the saying goes about a person who will steal from you and then help you find it. A person that have stole something from you, you think that you misplaced it and then they'll help you look for it the whole while it's in their pocket. That's how narcissists operate. So I'm not surprised at all about that. It's new to me, but I'm not surprised. It just, it just really disgusts me to know that a person who like, how do you bother a person who you don't bother? You don't bother them at all, but for some reason, you just can't let go of the fact that I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to be bothered with you. And you don't know how to let it go. They can't handle rejection. And it gets so bad to the point to where they really, really, really try to hurt you. That goes for, family, friends, just associates, people in the workplace, parents, your exes, even in marriages. They do everything they can to really hit below the belt. And you're not even putting up a fight. You just want peace and you want to be left alone. And because they suffer so much in their mind, they can't turn off those thoughts of, my God, I took a loss that I just can't deal with. I have to do something to ease this pain. That's how they operate. That's how they think. And so that's why it's nothing to them to hurt somebody. But that's just all a part of the tactics that they use just to get a reaction out of you. Long as they know that they can get something out of you, they feel like they've won. But as long as you continue to just knowing how narcissists operate, just knowing things that they may do from moment to moment, it gives you the power, way more power over them, just knowing about it. And yeah, so she hit my car and she just kept making, just making references, just saying things that she never cared about before. And I don't care what nobody say. I bet y'all any kind of money it was her. I just know it. I just know it because, that gut feeling, your instinct, it's just gonna tell you and show you everything you need to see. And it's a lot. It's a lot at times because sometimes it's stuff that you just weren't prepared for. But once you just take it all in, there's just something else that you can add on to the list of things that they do. The evil that they do. And that's just the way I look at it. Am I gonna give my car fixed? I really don't know. I'm just gonna think about it and call the insurance and just see what's what. I don't want to be paying higher insurance because of something like that, and I'm just tired of people just running into my car and, nothing being done about it other than me taking care of it. So hopefully God can bless me with something new soon, and I can get out of this car. I'm just ready for a new beginning. At the same time, I'm thankful that my car is still, getting me where I need to go. Work is the most important place to be. And I am thankful that I have my car to get me back and forth to work and home. If I don't go nowhere else, as long as I'm able to get to work and home, that's all I really care about at this point. But um yeah, that's all I want to talk about in this video. It's just how narcissists they do dirty things to you to hurt you on purpose. And they sit back and they wait on their reaction. And the reason why they pretend to be innocent, but at the same time they're showing you that they're guilty, of doing certain things to you. So it's like they're going to show you this one side of them. Y'all know when narcissists, they show you the real side of them when no one is around, and when they have the audience that they need to support the false narrative about you, that's when they act a whole different way. And at the same time, they're not expecting you to be strong, and hold yourself up against anything that they throw at you. They're not expecting you to be as strong as you are. So none of that gives them supply. When you have the power to just portray this, to just show them how strong you are, none of that really gives them supply. If anything, it just drains them to the point where now they're thinking of something else to do to hurt you, you know. And so, and it's just sad that it's like that, but it's the world we live in, it's what we're dealing with, these creatures we're dealing with, it's evil that is here and it's gonna be here till the end of time. And I'm just glad that I'm able to see it for what it is, and I'm able to speak on it. And I really do hope that, the way that I explained in my videos, that it helps people to understand what we're dealing with narcissists, and how far they will go to hurt you. So I'm gonna end the video right here. I will post a picture of my car. I mean, I'm probably not gonna keep it up long, but I will post a picture of my car. And oh, and the hoovering. She brought me donuts yesterday. She just started holding these conversations with me after completely you know devaluing just words, just a textbook uh definition of everything that describes the narcissist and everything that they do. She started to devalue me, smear my name. She started the smear campaign. They love to make threats and stuff like that, and just constantly criticize and complain everything you do to make you seem worthless. And then she just went a whole 360. And all of that she was doing just last week, she turned it around once she hit my car. And it was the complete opposite of what she showed me last week. She did the complete opposite this week. And so I'm like, and she hit my car like Tuesday because she don't work on Mondays and Fridays. She hit my car Tuesday, and I didn't notice it till Wednesday morning, because when I got my car from work and I came home, didn't leave back out until that next morning, Thursday morning. When I went to work Thursday morning, I stopped at the gas station, and that's why I seen the whole area around my gas door is dented in, and the gas door is sitting out a little bit. It's poking out a little bit, so yeah. And then I noticed, like, when we were outside cleaning certain things, she keep going around that area of my car and looking at it like it's a habit that they can't help. But they just can't help themselves. It's a body language that they can't shake. They can't even pretend to feel and, maneuver a certain way. They can't help it. And that's the dead giveaway. They always tell on themselves when they've done something bad to somebody. And what forces them to do that is your reaction. And when you stay quiet and you don't say anything about it, but you know. Sometimes they do that because they're trying to get you to notice what they've done so you can speak on it. It's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm going to end this video here. Y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. It's a Friday before the weekend of our Thanksgiving break and Thanksgiving holiday. No work next week. No work whatsoever next week. I'm just going to relax and just be grateful that I have time away from that hellhole that I have to be to Monday through Friday. So I will talk to y'all later.